Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the angles and the types of angles from the fourth chapter. Now, before that, what is the definition of angle? How to define the angle? Means if any two lines are intersected, between the two lines the angle is formed, or if any two rays have any one common point, between the two rays also the angle is formed. Means, for example, see, this is a OA ray and this is a OB ray. So if two rays are intersecting at one point, at one common point, so here the common point is O. So if two rays are intersecting at common point O, between these two rays the angle is formed here. That means for this angle the rays OA and OB are called arms of the angle. Those are called as the arms of the angle. Okay, and here O is called as the vertex of the angle. Here O is called vertex of the angle. Then in this angle, what are the types of angles? Types of angles. How many types are there totally? First one, acute angle. Acute angle. Acute angle means an angle is more than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees is called as the acute angle. An angle is more than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees is called as the acute angle. That means, for example, if you take theta E denoted by the symbol theta, that means the angle is denoted by the symbol theta, means acute angle is lies between, that means theta is lies between 0 and 90 degrees. That means theta is more than 0 and less than 90. Then that angle is called as a acute angle. Example, you can show like this, the diagram. Like this we have to show. For example, this is 20 degrees. You can show like this also. 60 degrees. So these two are acute angles. And the next one, right angle. Next angle is right angle. Right angle means an angle whose value is exactly 90 degrees. That is, theta is equal to exactly 90 degrees. Then that angle is called as the right angle. An angle, that means between the two rays, compulsory that exactly angle is 90 degrees. Then that angle is called as the right angle. That means we can show like this the diagram. Like this. So both rays are intersecting at exactly 90 degrees. O is equal to. That means the angle is exactly 90 degrees, then it is called right angle. After right angle, the next one is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means an angle is more than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. More than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees is called as the obtuse angle. Example, 110 degrees, 150 degrees, 120 degrees, like this, etc. An angle more than 90 or less than 180 degrees. That means the angle is lies between 90 to 180 is called obtuse angle. Is it clear? How can show the diagram is like this. We can show the diagram like this. So assume this is 110 degrees because of it is more than 90 degrees, and we can show like this also, 130 degrees. It is also obtuse angle only. Is it clear? The next one is fourth one, straight angle. Next one is the straight angle. How to define the straight angle? Means an angle whose value is exactly 180 degrees, that is theta is equal to exactly 180 degrees. An angle whose value is exactly 180 degrees is called as the straight angle. Like this, straight angle is always lies on the straight line. So here AOB, here AOB is a straight line. On this straight line the angle is 180 degrees here. Is it clear? Yeah. Next one, fifth one, reflex angle. Reflexive angle. Reflex angle means an angle is more than 180 degrees, more than 180 degrees and less than 360 degrees. More than 180 degrees and less than 360 degrees is called as the reflex angle. Example, how can you say 200 degrees, 270 degrees or 300 degrees, etc. These are all reflex angles because this angle is more than 180 and less than 360 degrees is called reflex angle. You can show the diagram like this for reflex angle. So this angle, so this one we can represent to 300 degrees. So this is the reflex angle in the anti-clockwise direction. Is it clear? And next one, sixth one, complete angle. And the next one is the complete angle. Complete angle represents an angle whose value is exactly 360 degrees. Theta is equal to exactly 360 degrees, then it is called complete angle. So complete angle means an angle whose value is exactly 360 degrees, then it is called as a complete angle. Means, so assume this is OA ray and OB ray is moving like this in the anti-clockwise direction and it completes one complete rotation. Means again OB is also coincide with OA ray only. Both rays are coincide. So that means one complete rotation is completed. One complete rotation means 360 degrees. 360 degrees that angle. That means what is the value of the one complete rotation means 360 degrees. That is called as the complete angle. Theta is equal to 360 degrees. So once you see, right angle means an angle whose value is exactly 90 degrees is called as the right angle. What is the straight angle? An angle whose value is exactly 180 degrees is called as a straight angle. An angle whose value is 360 degrees is called as the complete angle. Is it clear? Types of angles? Yes. Next we discuss pair of angles. Pairs of angles. Pairs of angles. Pair means how many here? 2. Pair. 2. Pair of angles means 2 angles. That means if I take here angle A comma angle B are the pair of angles, two angles here. The sum of these 2 angles, that means angle A plus angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Sum of any 2 angles is equal to 90 degrees. Then the 2 angles are called as the complementary angles. Then the 2 angles are called as the complementary angles. Sum of any 2 angles is 90 degrees. Then the 2 angles are called as the complementary angles. Example, you can say 30 comma 60. What is 30 plus 60? 90. Similarly 20 comma 70 also complementary angles. So what is the complementary angle of 50 degrees? 40 degrees, because of 50 plus 40, 90. So like this we can define the complementary angles. Complementary means sum of any 2 angles is equal to 90 degrees. Then that 2 angles are called as complementary angles. For example, if you take one angle is x, then what is the complementary of x? 90 minus x. So from the total angle I have to remove the first angle. Is it clear? Next, for example, the sum of 2 angles, angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees. Sum of any 2 angles is 180 degrees. then the two angles are called as the supplementary angles. Then the two angles are called supplementary angles. So here angle A plus angle B is equal to 180. Then angle A is supplementary angle to angle B, and angle B is also supplementary angle to angle A. Both are supplementary angles to each other. Okay, means take one example. 130 plus 50 is equal to 180 degrees. Here 130 is a supplementary of 50 and 50 is a supplementary of 130, because of the sum of 130 and 50 is 180 degrees here. So these two are called supplementary angles to each other. Take one more example. 120 plus 60 is also 180 only. Here also both 120 60 are supplementary angles to each other. Is it clear? Yes. For example, if take any one angle is x, then what is the supplementary of x? 180 minus x. Is it clear? Same like as this one. If one angle is x, then what is the complementary of x? 90 minus x. Same like that. If one angle is x, then what is the supplementary angle of x? Is nothing but 180 minus x. Next we discuss, if sum of two angles is 360 degrees. Sum of two angles, angle A plus angle B is equal to 360 degrees. If sum of the two angles is equal to 360 degrees, then the two angles are called as the conjugate angles. Then the two angles are called conjugate angles. So here angle A plus angle B is equal to 360, then A and B are conjugate angles to each other. Example, 300 comma 60 are conjugate angles. 180 comma 180 also conjugate angles. 270 comma 90 also conjugate angles. So these are all conjugate angles because of sum of all these angles is 360 degrees only. If you take any one angle is x, then what is the conjugate of x? 360 minus x degrees. Is it clear? So complementary angles means sum of any two angles is 90 degrees, then those are called complementary. And what is supplementary? Sum of any two angles is 180 degrees, those are called as the supplementary angles. And what is the meaning of conjugate angles? Sum of any two angles is 360 degrees, then those two angles are called as the 360 degrees. Now my question is, the complementary angles are equal to each other, then what is the value of each angle? So here the complementary angles are both are equal to each other, then what is the each angle? 45 plus 45 only. That means what is the each angle? 45 45. Same like that. Two supplementary angles are equal to each other, then what is the each angle? 90 90. 90 plus 90 180. So that means these two angles are called as a supplementary and both are equal to each other. For 360 also 180 plus 180. So if two conjugate angles are equal to each other, then what is each angle? 180 degrees only. Is it clear? So these are the supplementary, complementary and conjugate angles.